Hey, I'm Eric. I'm listening to 100 albums in 100 days. For all the details on what I'm doing and why, check out the video pinned in my profile. Today I listened to the 1992 album Automatic for the People from R.E.M. All I've ever heard of from R.E.M. would be what was on the radio and MTV. I've never listened to an entire album, and I can't say that I've liked everything that I've heard on MTV and on the radio. So I didn't know what to expect from this album. One of my least favorite R.E.M. songs, "Everybody Hurts," is on this album. So that's the one track I skipped right over. I didn't even try to listen to it. That song grates on my last nerve, and I won't listen to it. Other than that, though, I listen to every song on here. One of my favorite R.E.M. tracks, "Man on the Moon," is on this album, so I knew I was going to like that. But my two favorites from this album are "Ignore Land." That's number one. That's just an angry protest song. I liked it from the get-go. And then a close second to that is "Sweetness Follows." I like that droning note that it has through most of the verses and the rest of the song. That's just a great song. I like "Night Swimming." That was a surprise, but I like that one. I actually liked most of the album, with the exception of "Everybody Hurts." So I was surprised. I didn't think I would like it, but R.E.M. is one of those bands that I mentioned. It might have been on the video when I talked about the Smiths. When I was talking to my best friend from high school, and we were talking about all the bands that we missed because our pigeonhole was hair metal and heavy metal and hard rock, and so we didn't listen to anything else. And even in '92, we were still, listening to that stuff and going towards more, grunge and alternative rock. So R.E.M. really didn't fall into any of those categories, which is why I missed them completely and only heard what was out as singles. But I really liked them. It was enjoyable to listen to, and I will probably add "Ignore Land" to a playlist that I have of other angry protest songs. That's just a great song. It's about the 80s and 90s and just the government, and it's a very angry song. I like how he's singing through a distorted amp. Gives it that raw protest feel. But that and "Sweetness Follows" are probably my favorites. So if you're an R.E.M. fan, tell me what album to listen to next. If you haven't heard this album, it is worth a listen. The whole album is worth a listen, but make sure you listen to those two that I just mentioned. Actually, the very last two songs, "Night Swimming" and I can't remember the name of the last song, but I can hear it in my head. I can hear the tune in my head. It's all worth a listen. So if you haven't heard it and you give it a listen, let me know what you think.